pa pam pam pam, me and my drum, 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 me and my drum.
Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Cortentia Carty.
Our 12 days of Christmas giveaways continued until the end of the week, and we definitely want you to win. There are 4 ways that you can win, so tag 3 of your loved ones on the giveaway post of our Instagram or Facebook pages at Studio 327 Inc. or at Good Morning SKN. Secondly, you can call the number 664-7327. Very easy, 7327 for Studio 327. And you call that number during our giveaway segments and answer a question correctly. And if you do that, then you also will win.
You never know. You can also look out for the word of the day during our live stream and check our Instagram stories daily for other opportunities to win. And we know it's Tuesday, so choose to be kind to someone today as we begin our local segment of the news. This from Win Media. The inauguration ceremony of the elected and nominated ministers of Nevis was held on Sunday afternoon, December the 18th, 2022, at the El Camino Tivolit Park to mark the commencement of a new 5-year term for the Nevis Island administration. 6 days after the Nevis Island Assembly elections won by the Concerned Citizens Movement, 4 male and 1 female each took the ministerial oath of office and oath of secrecy, as they now chart the way forward for the island. The government, according to the Premier, will seek in the new term to create a better economic and social environment for the citizens and residents of Nevis, but suggested that when the people have climbed up the ladder, they should not focus on what they have, but should also aim to encourage and uplift others. The Concerned Citizens Movement won 3 of the 5 seats at the Monday, December 12th Nevis Island Assembly elections. The party won District 1, 2, and 3, thus returning to cabinet. Alexis Jeffers did not return to cabinet, having lost Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge in District 4. Hazel Brandy Williams also did not return as senator, as she tendered her resignation prior to the election. Congratulations once again, and commiserations to those who followed close behind. Didn't know she resigned.
All right, moving on. This from SKNIS. The establishment of the new Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Aging and Disabilities will significantly enhance programs and protections for the targeted groups, often considered to be among society's most vulnerable. The proposed budgetary allocation of $2.5 million for the ministry's operation in 2023 will allow assigned staff to get down to work on several urgent matters, such as creating a special needs policy to improve conditions for the differently abled and drafting an aging policy to enrich seniors' lives while enhancing social protection. Deputy Prime Minister and the Substantive Minister for Youth Empowerment, Aging and Disabilities, the Honourable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, noted that he has years of experience dealing with matters relating to the targeted segment of the population. In giving remarks on the budget address on December 16th, he encouraged the public to familiarize themselves with the important work of the new ministry when it is officially rolled out in 2023. The Deputy Prime Minister congratulated Junior Minister responsible for Youth Empowerment, Aging and Disabilities, the Honorable Iseline Phillip, noting that he has full confidence in her ability to bring about the meaningful changes necessary to further empower the nation's youth and strengthen the capacities of older persons and the differently abled.
We continue now. Now, a press release. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, leader of the opposition of St. Kitts and Nevis, is urging the federal government to vigorously pursue food security through the expansion of agriculture as a means to mitigate the impact of a threatening global recession. He made the fervent plea on December 15, 2022, during his response to the near $1 billion 2023 budget proposed by Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, Minister of Finance for St. Kitts and Nevis, the previous day. He said, and quote, "We are at risk of a global recession. In fact, if we accept that there is a looming threat of a global recession, then it means, therefore, that this budget ought to respond to that and to say to the people of the nation, in light of this looming threat, this is what we propose to do." Yep.
Well, budgets need to be responsive. Good call. All right, we're moving on to a check of our local weather. I think some of you have had enough talk about money, right? So we're going to look at the weather right now. It's going to be partly sunny with a high of 83 degrees and a low of 75 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning SKN. See you on the other side of the break.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
It's carnival time in St. Kitts and Nevis. And we know you're going to be at the fete and parade, walking up a storm and getting bad. And of course, some of you may want to drink. But how much is too much? Think about it. You drink and then drive. And guess what? Bam! Accident! You might mash up your car and yourself or hit somebody. So hand over the keys when you know you can't even stand up. Plus, you can't think when you're drunk. Then you might wake up to this.
I'm too sexy for you, Annie Rat!
Or 9 months later, you got a big baby you can't even support. You know drinking too much can mash up your liver, right? Then you're up JNF dying of alcohol poisoning. Get the picture? Good. Enjoy yourself, you hear? But drink responsibly. This message was brought to you by the National Council on Drug Abuse Prevention.
That's it.
An exotic experience.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We continue with the latest in regional news. From Caribbean News Now, the new Jamaican banknotes have arrived and will be put into circulation in 2023. Minister of Finance and Public Service Dr. Nigel Clark revealed the printed polymer notes at a Bank of Jamaica press briefing on Thursday, December 15th. He said, quote, "These notes are notably distinct from those that exist now," end quote. Clark explained that the Bank of Jamaica must cooperate with the existing commercial banks to guarantee that the ATMs can be effectively reprogrammed to handle the new banknotes before they can be put into circulation. The entire process of currency circulation could take up to 6 months, with an estimated completion date of June 2023.
So everybody's going polymer, yo. I like that. They're very colorful, I must say.
I think we're gonna have national heroes on one side notes as well, so this is gonna be great.
Nice, sweet. Those are the old ones.
And here I
These are the new
said
ones.
before that we had enough talk about money, and here we are talking about money again as we come back to the regional news. So I don't know, perhaps it's a time of year when you will be receiving money.
This is the money day or the money month. So we continue now with international news. Twitter users have voted in favor of Elon Musk stepping down as the platform's chief executive after the billionaire ran a poll on his future. This from BBC. A total of 57.5 voted yes after Mr. Musk asked his 122 million followers, wow, whether he should stand down. Mr. Musk, who bought Twitter for $44 billion, pounds 36 billion, said before the poll closed that he would abide by the result. The technology tycoon, who also runs Tesla and SpaceX, has faced much criticism since taking over the site. Mr. Musk is yet to comment since the poll closed. Even if he were to resign as chief executive, he would remain as Twitter's owner. More than 17.5 million users voted in his poll on Monday, with 42.5 voting no to Mr. Musk stepping down. Well, the majority would have won, so I hope he conceded, as he said, that he would, like he would.
Time will tell.
That he would, yes.
Time will tell.
Indeed.
I feel like we always have to have some business magnate to focus on. So before it was Trump when he segued into politics, and now it's Elon Musk. Quite frankly, I'm over so much of this already. I don't know about you guys, but definitely I'm over it. All right, well, there you have it for the latest for today. We'll be back with Gwendolyn King after the break. Stay tuned.
It's that time of year again. Caravana Christmas sales, and you don't want to miss it. 20% off all bed and bath items from December 10th to December 24th. Don't wait. Shop now at Caravana, where family comes first.
I eat some veggies for dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
Carabana's Christmas sale. Time to shop for your household essentials? Need a new lamp? No problem. Curtains? No need to worry. Rug? On the list too. Carabana's Christmas household sale, where family comes first.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16, and your daughter at 13. So girl a look me, but me no inna that. Big man no deal with back pan back.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Good morning, SKN. Wagwan. Yo, this Benz Lad coming to you live from Jamaica. You see it already. See me, I say Caribbean people stand up and I love this. This show is very important. You understand me? Yeah, man. Studio 327. Benz Lad, a big up. See me, I say. I'm the whole innocent crew. Yeah, man. More love.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts. So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Science or art? Many argue that there is a stark difference between these two fields and they cannot coexist. That's why it's often difficult for many to choose a career between the two. In a particular case, Gwendolyn King has had the best of both worlds. She is a board-certified medical physicist and the author of a fascinating children's book. She joins us today to tell us about her intriguing career exploring science and art. And we were told that we could refer to her as Gwen, so that's where it begins.
Good morning and welcome.
Welcome, Gwen.
Thank you, thank you.
It is a pleasure to meet you, and you have a very, very extensive bio, and I can't wait to talk with you about it. So
thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and you're modest too. Even before we begin that, we want to talk about your experience growing up in Old Road.
Oh, it was just wonderful. You know, my memories, I just have such wonderful memories of growing up in Old Road. You know, I call it the tiny fishing village. You know, we, as kids, my first few years of schooling, I went to the Old Road school. The school was close to the Methodist church, so we used to walk. And then when Saturday rolled along, we all go to the beach and we stay on the beach all day. And so you swim and you had the tubes and you race with the tubes and the beach was where the fishing boats came in, and that's where we sold fish. And I remember going up Romney for grafted mangoes. We had to go up to Romney to get milk. And then we used to hike a lot, you know. And so I can remember Wingfield Road where my brothers would make carts with these wheels, and then we get on the cart and we roll down and you fall off, you know. You know, it's just such wonderful memories. I often wish my son was able to experience that type of childhood, you know, innocent, freedom. I grew up with my grandmother. She cooked every day. We had to wait till the boat come in to get the fish. So we get the fish. Yeah. And then she cooked. I can remember the breadfruit and rice. You know, I cut up the breadfruit.
I know.
And the corns. I love corns. I had to learn how to clean them to eat, to cook them. You know. So it was you know, a very happy childhood.
Nice. And then for your secondary education, we see you moved on to the Bastyr sixth form?
Yes, I did convent high school.
Oh, okay.
And then when I graduated, I went to sixth form for the O and A levels.
Yes.
And then I graduated, and I didn't get a UE scholarship. You know, all my friends got UE scholarship. And so I worked for a year, I taught for a year, and then I went to the College of the Virgin Islands and found a way to pay my way through college. And so I was just very fortunate because I was very good at math. And when I was at the College of the Virgin Islands, one of the chemistry teachers says, "Why don't you do a bachelor's in chemistry?" And I said, "But I don't know chemistry. No one taught me chemistry at school." And so I said, "Okay, fine." So I ended up graduating with a degree in chemistry.
Wow.
And during my last 2 summers there, Howard University came by and invited students. There were 4 of us that left the College of Virgin Islands and went up to Howard for summer school.
Nice.
And then I was given an assistantship to come do my master's at Howard.
Nice.
Wow.
So you see, it came at the right time.
I think so.
Yeah.
Destiny. It was a destiny, right?
Yeah.
I was about to say, all the stars seem to align.
Yes, but at that time, I had no clue. I just went along. And fortunately for me, while I was at Howard and I was doing my dissertation, my advisor asked me, said, "Oh, there's a job at the hospital. It's for a medical physicist." And I said, "What is a medical physicist?" I had no clue. And he said, oh, they'll teach you all you need to know. And that was my first job.
Oh, nice.
And I enjoyed the profession, and so I stayed in it.
All right, so let's talk about that, because you didn't know what it was. So I don't want to say that you were green going into it, but the fact that you had to be taught, I want to know, like a fly on the wall right now, about some of those first experiences that you had.
You know, I was very fortunate that Howard was very encompassing. I was very welcomed by the employees, and everyone was extremely helpful. And so I had to learn a lot, because medical physics is not, it's now taught, but when I came through it was not taught in school. And so I got the clinical experience, but I also had to do the theory, which I had to do on my own and then ask questions. And so it was not easy, but I like what I was doing. I had patients interaction. I had, it was like family, you know, people care about you. And so, you know, I stayed in it.
And it wasn't work for you.
It did work, because I did like what I was doing.
Well, it worked for you, but it wasn't work for you. It wasn't
No.
laborious.
It was not. It was not. It was not. Yeah.
So you're a certified by the American Board of Radiology,
Yes,
let me say that correctly,
yes.
and you're also a full-time member of the American Associates of Physicists in Medicine.
I remember when I was at Howard, the AAPM, which is the American Association of Physicists in Medicine, had a meeting in DC. And you have a local chapter and you have a national chapter. So I went to the local chapter's meeting, my first meeting, and I met other physicists, other medical physicists. And so I got a call and said, hey, we're having a national meeting, why don't you come? And so I went, and then I became a junior member, and then I became a full member. And then you had today, to work as a medical physicist, you must be board certified. So it takes 3 years to become board certified. You have to do part 1, which is general physics, part 2, which is clinical physics, and then you have to do the orals. And so I was very fortunate that when I first took my boards, I ran into this African-American physicist who mentored me in preparing for my boards. And I was very fortunate to be successful.
I'm looking at you speaking, every time you talk of your accomplishments, your face light up. Congratulations once again.
There's such humility. I don't know if anyone has ever told you about that aura, but there's such a warmth. You know, I really do appreciate that. And as we talk about your rewards, because you've had several, the first is that you were voted as an outstanding woman in America back in 1987.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, you know, it was very rare for Black women to be in the field. The field was populated with Caucasians, Indians, Asians, and African men. And so there was just a few women, and they zeroed in on me and gave me the award, and I took it.
Of course. Well, that's a great honor indeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
In 1999, you also received the Black Achievers Award in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And you were also featured in the special section in the American Physical Society on the status of women in physics, the section Physics Help in the Battle of Cancer. Tell us about those 2 awards.
Well, I think it's a similar concept. You know, there were so few of us, Black female, that was in the field. And so I was working at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. I was a senior physicist at McGee Women's Hospital, was a women's hospital. And the word got around and they approached me and I say, okay, fine, I'll do it. And so it was an honor. Nice. You know, I'm hopefully with these recognition inspires other young women to go in the field.
Oh, definitely so. And I can see why you would say that. Moving ahead to 2002, yet another award. You were recognized as an award winner of the Women in Color in Health, Science and Technology by Career Communication Group Special.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was a similar concept, you know. They were looking for women in sciences, and I happened to be a medical physicist. I can remember when my son went to the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, he knew his mom is a medical physicist, and the president of the university was talking, because he was a Mayo scholar, and he was talking to the students, and he says, I am sure no one in this department knows a physicist. And he put his hand up, and he said, his name is Dean. Dean, whom do you know as a physicist? And he said, my mom. And I'm like, you know, I'm a physicist. And then he came home and he says, Mom, I didn't realize. You know? And so they were looking for women who may have such accomplishments, and I just happened to qualify.
You're so humble with all. I happen to fit, I happen to qualify. I love it. So congratulations once more on all your achievements. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, we'll continue this discussion in a moment, Gwen. Stay tuned, everyone.
Thank you.
In Caribana's children's department, where our new toys are sure to delight. Avengers Assemble. Shop the entire Avengers line, including Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Hulk. Check out our classic games like Operation, Sorry, and Xylophones. Make your children happy this Christmas at Caribana, where family comes first.
Caribana's Christmas sale. Time to shop for your household essentials? Need a new lamp? No problem. Curtains? No need to worry. Rug? On the list too. Caribana's Christmas household sale, where family comes first.
You can lower your salt intake by reducing salty foods, removing table salt, and using salt alternatives when cooking.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Good Morning SKN as we continue our engaging conversation with Gwendolyn King, physicist, now turned author. Am I saying this correctly?
Yes.
Like little wink. So where did you figure the transition, or where did the transition occur, and when did you develop this love for writing and storytelling?
Yeah, I'm an avid reader. I've always read a lot from childhood. My grandmother used to tell me, girl, you choose the darkest corner in the house to read, you know, and you're going to wear glasses, of course. By the time I hit 16, I was wearing glasses. But I have not had. I have a great love for reading. And I'm a member of, for over close to, let's say 30 years, I'm a member of a book club out of Pittsburgh. I joined it when I was in Pittsburgh, called the Caribbean Book Club.
Okay.
And what I like about the book club is that we have some serious discussion about the books we read. We read a lot of Black authors, and I would not have read the stuff I'm reading if I was not a member of that club. And because I'm an avid reader, I grew up in an environment where my grandmother told stories. Oh my God, at night you hear about Big Claw and Little Claw and something grow on a tree. If it's green, if it's yellow, when it's green, it's very, very green. And when it's ripe, it's yellow, it has seeds, and inside is yellow. What is that thing? And so I always wanted to write, but I never found the time to do it. And so one time I was speaking with this very close friend of mine, Ian. He used to be commissioner of police, Quilly, and I said, have you had stories told to you when you were growing up? And then he said, no. I said, well, I had. And he said, what? Tell me. And he said, you should write. And I said, I don't have the time. And I hung up and I wrote my first story. and to swim like a fish. And the concept is that my grandmother used to say, and what's the moral of the story after each story? So the concept for me is to teach something. And here's this little boy, Montclair, who loves the beach, and he wants to go to the beach, and he cannot go to the beach without his parents. And he was wondering, why can't he swim like a fish? And so the story is about discussing the difference between lungs and gills. We all need oxygen. So the fish get oxygen from the water. We get oxygen from the air. We cannot live in the other world, even though Black Panther says we can, if you've seen the new Black Panther. And with our snorkels. And so his mother explained to him why he cannot swim like a fish. He needs all this equipment in order to breathe on the water and swim like a fish.
I can see the merging of science with your love for writing in that, even in that explanation. I love it. I really was curious to know if you chose this title because you grew up in that fishing village called Old Road.
You just made me right. I don't know. I just love the water. I have to have the water around me. And yes, probably subconsciously, I did that, growing up in a fishing village.
Aww. Cute. I love the illustration.
Yes.
Look at the mom.
Thank you.
The
mom. I told you. Typical Caribbean mom.
That is so sweet. So let's speak about, Gwen, the group that you formed this year. The
Conversations with the Caribbean diaspora.
Yes.
This friend of mine asked me to do a presentation on cancer of the prostate.
Okay.
And it was a Zoom presentation, so I did it. But I was very, very, very surprised with the reception and the thirst for knowledge. And so I ended up doing a second presentation on cancer of the prostate. And then I said, maybe I could form a group that disperse information, because there's so many nationals who live in the diaspora. I'm not talking about St. Kitts nationals, but the Caribbean nationals, and they are so knowledgeable, and they have such great expertise, and they do not come back to the Caribbean because they cannot use that expertise. Like myself, I can't work in St. Kitts as a medical physicist because we don't have a radiation oncology department. And so I call some of my friends, they're bouncing board, I call Hermia, Morton Anthony, I call Anthony Morton. Morton Anthony, I call Estona, Ambassador Estona Brown. I call Ian, Ambassador Ian Queely. And I say, what do you think? What do you think? And I have another good friend, Dr. Melvin Blanchard, and I say, what do you think? And they say, yeah, why not? Why not? And so I say, okay, you're going to have to be members. And so we would create this group. We have a core group. We have 10 persons that make up the core group. You know, you have Hermia, Stoner, Ian. We also have Ambassador Dr. June Suma.
Okay.
We have Eustace Wallace. We have Alfonso Bridgewater. We have Randy Richardson, you know, because people ask to join the group, but we like to keep the course 10 so that we can make decisions. We have Michelle Rani, she's a lawyer in New York. And so we meet every month and we discuss speakers and topics and so forth. And we've been very fortunate because we have people who love to present on that platform. And so we're scheduled out until July of 2023 with speakers. I feel very blessed. And it's very easy to join. You just need an invite. You don't have to register. We meet every last Sunday of each month.
Okay.
And the presentation is done every last Sunday of each month at 4 o'clock Eastern Caribbean time.
Okay.
So we have presented topics like Parkinson disease. We present topics on the coronavirus, reparation. We had a presentation about financial security in the Caribbean. And I'm just very amazed of how many people will log on to the platform. And then we'll have these conversations there. We had a 2-hour after conversations with financial security in the Caribbean. They were talking about cannabis. And, you know, we grow it. Why aren't we commercializing it? Why aren't we making money on it? And I learn a lot because I don't live in the Caribbean, and so I'm not tuned into the nuances. And so this group really provides that platform for conversations. And I just hope those of you out there will join us and get an invite, and we'll be happy to have you.
Nice. All right, that's good to know. I want to segue back to your writing for just a moment, because you're going to be doing some research. The writing's not over.
Yes. I've been, you know, normally when I come home, it's for 4 days or 5 days or probably a week because I have to go back to work, you know. And so now I'm retired. I'm home for a month.
Good news.
Yes, I'm excited. and the goal is I like to write a Christmas series. My focus now is going to be on my writing, even though I'm still working part-time. My old job asked me to be a PRN where as needed. So I'm not totally out of the field. I don't really, because I learned so much. The field is evolving. There's a new technology, and so you're always learning. And so I don't really want to be totally out of the field, but I have more time. And so while I'm here this month in St. Kitts, I plan to do research on sports. The Makajambi, the clowns, the mega business, the mansion bull, you know, and I would like to write a Christmas series around the history of these sports, because I think it's something that should be captured. Yes. And I think kids need to learn their culture, whether they live here in the Caribbean or they live in the diaspora. And so when they come home and the clown is performing, hopefully they say, oh, Mommy, you remember the book? Da, 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 da. Yeah, the clown came from da da da. I'm just hoping that that will be the case. And so I have my work cut out for me. Yes,
You do, but I'm certain that you live up to the task. I can't wait to read that. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
To see you evolve as an author as well. That would be great to see.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I like the fact that you're putting it out there of what the kid is going to say when they do get to St. Kitts Carnival in the future.
You know, the reason I had that experience, I brought my son home, I think he was 9 or 10. And my dad took us up into the mountain, Wingfield Mountain. And I remember picking a guava and wiping it off on my hands and biting into it. And he said, oh, no, Mommy, no. I said, what's wrong? He said, but you didn't buy it at the store. And it never occurred to me that in the States, we go to the store and we get all our food. But I never sat down and spoke to him where the food came from. And so I had to explain to him that the food started on a tree, you know, and then it gets to the store. And I think kids come home and we take them to see the Makajambi. But has anyone ever explained to them the history of the Makajambi?
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't understand the history, you cannot build on it. And so that's my thinking process.
Nice.
Well, it's a great thinking process. It's a great conversation.
Thank you.
And
has anyone ever touched you here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children, settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes! Mommy, uncle not here in the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
Oh, come in.
Get gifting now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first. Stock up on fun in Caribana's children's department, where our new toys are sure to delight. Avengers Assemble! Shop the entire Avengers line, including Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Hulk. Check out our classic games like Operation, Sorry, and Xylophones. Make your children happy this Christmas at Caribana, where family comes first.
Yoshili Voice representing for Good Morning SKN. We say good vibes, good energy, blessings and love. Voice rated.
Our 12 days of Christmas giveaways continue today with one of today's partners. That's Swag and Sway. Judith wasn't able to make it today. She's a bit under the weather. So Judith, we wish you a speedy recovery from all of us here at GMSKN, and thank you once again for partnering with us. Swag and Sway was established in 2015, and if you love fashion, they are the place for you. They offer an exciting mix of clothing and accessories. Today we will be giving away not 2, but 3 $100 Swag and Sway gift vouchers to 3 of our lucky winners. Jamie, are you excited as me? I wish I was getting one of those $100 vouchers though. I need some earrings. I'm serious. What
Your earrings look fine to me, Cortense. I don't think
I need new ones. Actually, these are from Swag and Sway, y'all. Yeah, and most of my bangles are from Swag and Sway too. Yeah. I love going in there and spending hours just looking around and being indecisive.
So 3 lucky winners might be as indecisive as you.
I don't think so. I think I'm the only indecisive shopper there is, but I can't win one of those 100, so I just have to get me my own earrings, you know? Yeah. So time for the giveaway, y'all. Time for the giveaway. Let's get back to giveaway antics, yes. Winner number 1. This winner was pulled from the wheel. So from a pool of commenters on our giveaway post on Instagram, that's at Studio 327 INC or at Good Morning SKN. So let's spin that wheel to see who that person is. So spin that wheel. Who will that winner be? Wow, Rarely_Chen. Jamie, am I getting good at these names or what?
They're easy questions. So I guess you are.
Oh, did my co-host just shade me?
No, I didn't. They're easy. So I guess you're getting.
So congratulations to Rarely_Chen. You won yourself a $100 gift certificate from Swag and Sway.
All right, moving on to winner number 2. The next winner, that's winner number 2, is the person who answered this question correctly on our Instagram pages at Studio 327 Inc. or Good Morning SKN. We posted a short snippet of A Christmas Carol, and we asked you guys to guess the name of the Christmas Carol. So there's the image. You were asked to name Christmas Carol. Sound was there. I'm hearing that the sound was there, so that's good. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to name it. And the song was Hark the Herald Angels Sing. And the first person to guess it correctly was Gianna Diary. So congratulations, Gianna.
Congratulations,
you are
Gianna.
the winner of another $100 gift certificate from Swag and Sway.
Care to share with the co-hosts? Winner number 3, yes. Winner number 3. Call in to win. The final winner of the Swag and Sway 100 gift certificate card is any person who can call in and answer this question correctly. So here's the question. Judith Rollins, now Judith Hall, is one of the owners of Swag and Sway. What is the name of the clothing brand she created? Jamie, do you know?
I do. I should. I'm here with the answer that I knew before. I'm here with the
I was
team who
hoping you
prepared it.
won't give yourself away like that.
No, I knew it before that.
Okay, cool. Alrighty.
All right, so that question seems to be worth repeating, and the number seems to be worth stating. So here we go again. Judith Rollins, now Judith Paul, is one of the owners of Swag and Sway. What is the name of the clothing brand she created? If you know the answer to that, call us at 664-7327. 664-7327 and win yourself a $100 gift certificate from Swag and Sway. So we await your calls, not for too long. So if you know the answer, 664-7327, that's the number. Call.
Anybody calling to share the gift certificate with yours truly?
No, you're going to scare them away, Coach Hensey, if they think they have to share it with you. So no, it's... Okay, here we go. Good morning, caller. You are live on Good Morning SKN. Do you know the answer to that question?
Good morning. Is it Swag and Sway?
I apologize. No, it's not Swag and Sway, but you can call again if you are lucky to get in. Thank you so much for participating. There is another call on the line. Are we going to switch over? Can we do that? Fortunately, we can. Okay, so hang up and call again really quickly. All right. So again, that question worth repeating. Judith Rollins, and I think the person misunderstood the question, so oh, here we go again. No time to read.
I hope they're calling to share their gift certificate with me. I'm trying here.
Good morning, caller. Hi, good morning.
Hi,
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Do you know the answer to that question?
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. The question is, Judith Rollins, now Judith Paul, is one of the owners of Swag and Sway. What is the name of the clothing brand she created?
Hello?
Is it brown sugar?
It is. You are correct.
All right, and who are we talking with, please? What's your name?
Grace Lawrence.
Sorry, say again. Grace Lawrence?
Yes.
Okay, congratulations, Grace. Is this your number? Is this a number that we can reach you at directly?
Say that again, please.
Is this your number, your personal number?
No.
All right.
Number.
Okay. Okay, don't give us your number. What you can do is you can WhatsApp your number to this number, and with your name, and we'll get the prize ready for you, okay?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Thanks for playing along, and congratulations.
Enjoy your $100 voucher.
All right, so there we go. That's the end of our giveaway. Well, this one, anyway, for today. 12 Days of Christmas continues, as does the show. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more in a flash.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band, and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
It's that time of year again. Caravana Christmas sales, and you don't want to miss it. 20% off all bed and bath items from December 10th to December 24th. Don't wait. Shop now at Caravana, where family comes first.
Stock up on fun in Caravana's children's department, where our new toys are sure to delight. Avengers Assemble. Shop the entire Avengers line, including Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Hulk. Check out our classic games like Operation, Sorry, and Xylophones. Make your children happy this Christmas at Caravana, where family comes first.
Yeah.
exotic experience.
Who come in?
I eat some veggies for dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
Consuming excess salt can lead to heart attack, high blood pressure, and even stroke, and other health-related conditions such as kidney disease.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moen Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Here with us now is Leon Bowen, leader of the Jab Jab Juve Troop. Welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, so Jab Jab, Jab Jab, history. Let's talk about the origins of Jab Jab.
Okay. So Jab Jab derives from the word diable. French word diable means devil. So some persons are under the impression that we worship, we engage in devil mass. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. It's just that in colonial times or during the times of slavery, the white plantation owners would have a band. They celebrated Carnival, especially in the French Catholic tradition. They celebrated Carnival prior to Lent, right? And of course, the slaves were not permitted to do that. They had to tend the fields and what have you. But they would play a mass called Neg Jardin, which means field slaves. So they would literally cover themselves in a dark varnish. These white people cover themselves in a dark varnish, and that was part of their carnival celebration. It's a satire on the slaves, right? And of course, the slaves saw this for centuries, right? They saw themselves being portrayed by plantation owners and what have you. So after emancipation, they decided, the slaves, to cover themselves in molasses, because molasses was easy, because all these islands grew sugarcane. And molasses being a byproduct of sugarcane. They would cover themselves in molasses. And it was a way of rebellion, in a way, to throw it back to the white slave owners, right? They wore the helmets because, and again, it's called Diable, devil, because they saw what the white owners, former slave owners, did to us as an evil act. And so they referred to them as Diable, devils. And Jab Jab is Diable, which is double devil, right? So they were seen as double devils. So it's really a silent form of protest, because back then you really couldn't protest outwardly. You couldn't, but it was a form of protest. And a lot of people don't know this. There's a deep history that goes back to slavery of the jab. And that is why I'm so keen on playing even to this day. I've been playing for like 30 years now. Ever since I was a kid. So actually I've been playing longer than that, because I'm a little older than that. But growing up in Grenada, it's so commonplace, the jab. It's such a Grenadian thing. To remind you, it's celebrated in other parts of the Caribbean, like Haiti and Martinique, and so Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But it's Trinidad. But it is so huge in Grenada. It's like the pulse of Grenadian Carnival. Whereas it might be, like a little thing in some of the other countries or part of the Carnival. Jab Jab is Carnival. Forget about the rest of Carnival. Jab Jab is Carnival in Grenada. Seriously, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of persons in one band. You just a sea of black with the helmets and the conch shells and the chains. Of course, the chains take you back to slavery, right?
Buckets.
The snakes, the buckets.
What's in those buckets?
The buckets represent the posies, the bedpans that our grandmothers and so used to have under the bed.
No posy.
It goes back to those days, So buckets, and of course the buckets are used to beat as well. You turn the bucket over and it becomes a drum. And Jab Jab has a lot to do with chanting. You come up with chants, you talk about the government, you talk about what your neighbor did and what your neighbor didn't do. You make up songs. But a lot of it could be, some of it could be political, some of it social. It could be, for instance, if we're talking about inflation, I'm sure the Jab Jab next year will talk about inflation. That's one of the chants. So it's a social thing. It's a social form of commentary. So you use the buckets and anything you could put your hand on. And of course, we can talk about the animals and so on.
I wonder why are the snakes and the raw seafood and all of that incorporated into Jab?
Okay, so I don't have the full history of this, but I read somewhere that the snakes, for instance, are used, again, it's a form of satire. Because snakes were used to hunt slaves before, or as a form of torture. And so we're using these forms of torture now as a way to express our disgust, our revolt against what would have happened to us back during the days of slavery. So that kind of explains the slaves, the raw fish and the, so they put a piece of saltfish here, or maybe a fish head, and you have red food coloring coming down to represent blood again. And again, all of that goes back to slavery. It's the condition that slaves were under at the time. The pain, the bloodshed, all of that. So I think all of that comes from that. I don't know the full history, but I know that has something to do with it.
All right. So Jab Jab and St. Kitts and Nevis. Let's talk about the incorporation.
Right. So there's a growing community of Grenadians here in St. Kitts and Nevis. You may or may not be aware.
I am.
Right. Some of us work at Central Bank. Some are lawyers. Some are police officers. They pretty much all walks of life. And as the numbers grew, we first formed an association back in around 2015 or so. We call ourselves Grenadian Connection. And so maybe after about 2 or 3 years after having formed the group, some Grenadians said, "Hey man, we have Carnival here in December," which, by the way, we could talk about it another time. For us, we have Carnival in December. December is Christmas, but of course, we lived here long enough. It's become part of what we do too. So they wanted to bring a piece of Grenada's carnival to St. Kitts and Nevis. Like, why don't we form a Jab Jab band? And you know, some of us thought it was a great idea. Others thought, well, no, it's not going to work here and whatnot. And we're like, hey, if it doesn't work, at least we'll have a good time.
Yes, exactly.
And we'll introduce something new to St. Kitts Carnival that most persons have not seen before. And so the decision was, let's go ahead with the band. We formed a small band of maybe 50-odd persons.
Small band, he says.
Yeah, this was in 2018. So we came out in 2018 for the first time, right? You know, we have an in-house DJ who actually plays. He's a pretty good DJ. We got music from Grenada from one of the drum bands down there. One of the
no?
Not Tapi, but it's like a drum corps, right? That plays Jab Jab music. Because Jab Jab music is about drums.
Okay.
It's, you know, big on drums and bass. It's a lot of doom, 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 you know, it's that kind of thing. It gets into your system, right? And so we came up with a chant of our own. You know, we did a big splash. By all accounts, the folks in St. Kitts loved it. I heard some people saying, "Oh wow!" when they saw us passing, they were just amazed that we were so black and with the helmets and you know everything. They were completely amazed. And the long and short of the story is, we won Best Small Band of the Year in 2018
nice. With 50-something.
Well, it grew to over 100 by the time we got into town. Because people started to join, some tourists came in the band, it was just, you know, and actually that's the way Jab Jab is in Grenada. It's like a free-for-all, although we try to, it's more structured here.
Yeah.
So you have to register and all that. In Grenada, there's no registration. There's no, you just come with your old pants, your old shoes, and you jump.
Everything old. Right? Everything old, guys.
There's somebody with a bucket of oil somewhere. You just go to say, hey, give me some oil. And you just cover up. You make sure, of course, you lard yourself down first before, hey, mind you don't put on old oil on your skin just like that. You have to cover yourself with lard, Crisco, something like that, to form a protective layer. Otherwise, you smell of oil for 2 weeks, and we don't want that. Right?
You've been warned.
Yeah. But we had a wonderful time in 2018. We did it again in 2019. We also won Best Small Band of the Year.
Nice.
So we were very, very proud of that. And now we're bringing it back for the third time this year, and we'll see what happens.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of good energy, I gotta say.
It's a lot of energy, but it's a vibe. It's a vibe unlike anything you've ever experienced or you would ever experience. It's just a different, the environment is so electric. It's not your normal, your normal Juve is great, you know, the vibe is good, the energy is good, but Jab Jab it's almost like a spiritual experience in a way.
Look at that. So Jamie, are we jabbing this year?
Yeah.
This is Jamie's face. So tell us, since we're talking about the experience, tell us about the price of the package, where we can register, etc., etc.
So our band, I think, by all accounts, it's extremely cheap to participate. We have two very simple packages. $100 and $120. So $100 if you have your helmet already. $120
if you have your helmet
if you already have a helmet.
So should I need a helmet, how much would I pay?
$120.
Oh, $120. Oh,
right.
Fair enough.
And to be fair, the normal helmet would be like a construction helmet with cow horns and everything, like real cow horns or goat horns, right? We can't afford to do that. If we were to do that, it would cost you, at least $250. Right? The helmet alone is like $150, right? So what we did is that we imported some helmets from the States via Amazon. This is what we've been doing for the first two iterations of the Jab Jab. So we have these plastic helmets that actually, when you cover them up with a little oil and we wanted to paint the tips in red. We want to add a little color this year. That's another wrinkle. There are a few wrinkles that we're going to throw into the band this year. But that's one of the wrinkles we want to throw in. When you cover them properly, you cannot tell the difference between that horn or that helmet and the real Jab Jab helmet. So for just a mere $20, you can play with the full garb. And the full garb is oil, helmets, the wrinkle, which I don't want to give out all the wrinkles right now, but it's a little wrinkle. And you can walk with your chain, your own chain, a piece of chain to drag on the ground. Do not destroy the people's property, nor the roads. We tell everybody that. You just drag the chain on the ground. Again, representative of slavery. Our bonds back then were linked to slavery.
What about the conch shell?
Conch shell if you have it, right? Anything you have that can make noise, you walk with it. And that's the whole spirit of Jab Jab. It's a free-for-all kind of thing.
Free-for-all kind of thing. All right, starting time, meeting point. Starting time, meeting point.
Okay, so I think I have to get back to the registration, but we get to that.
No problem.
So we normally start at the Frisco gas station, right? This year, we were advised to start closer to the Bay Road. so closer to the Rams cash and carry area, not in the Rams location, not in the actual, on their premises.
In the vicinity.
But in that vicinity.
Okay.
But we will confirm that shortly.
Okay.
And we have everybody's email addresses. We'll send out the exact starting location, but we're thinking of starting closer to the Bay Road and just go down the Bay Road straight into town. In the years prior, we started at Frisco, and we went down Pond Road, and then cut across to the Bay Road.
Okay, got you.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, and we plan to start around 4:35 this year. We want to get off early before the bigger bands, because once they get into town, we're gobbled up.
You think?
Well,
you can't miss the black people?
No, eventually, but initially, there's a all the bands come together and you can't really move. So we want to get there early before that congestion happens.
Got you.
Right? Get in there so people can really see us in all our splendor, our black splendor.
Yes,
And
indeed.
Yes, that's the whole idea.
Yes. So back to the registration you were saying.
Right. So we have online registration.
Okay.
Right. We use Google Forms. And so what I can do is give up my contact information so that I can then forward the link to whomever may be interested. And they can go online, register, select the package, 2 packages, 100, 120, very cheap.
Very.
And of course, the bigger, well, for those who are really big into jab and whatnot, of course there's drinks with it, right? Until they run out. So part of the package would be, your drinks. We have some drinks from Grenada. We have petition drinks. We have a nice blend of drinks.
So what is the Grenadian drink?
Well, there's a drink called Rivers. It's overproof rum. It's not something that I play with. I don't touch. Okay. Because I'm not a big, I have enough to keep me happy. Okay. But I'm not big on it. But there are Grenadians who love their Rivers. So we brought up some Rivers for Grenadians and those who want to try it. They said it's very strong. I guess it's similar to what you have in St. Kitts, the
Killaby?
No, like the bush rum, the
Hammond?
The name. Hammond, right, there you go.
Okay.
Right, so it's in that vein.
Okay, ooh,
right?
Sure.
Right, and of course there's some other drinks that we have for persons, and some beer and some soft drinks, water of course. So we'll have a stock bar, and that's part of the package.
Nice.
So we think it's very reasonable.
All right, what about the music? Got quite a few DJs here.
Right, so quite a few. The main DJ is DJ Katai. He's Grenadian, but he has some of his Kittian friends. One person I think is coming over from St. Martin. So he's established himself among the DJ community in St. Kitts. So he's been able to call in some of his friends here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Of course, the emphasis would be on jab music, but we want to be inclusive.
Okay.
We want to have the local Kittian music, of course. It's jab, so you have to play jab music. But there are some Kittian artists who are now on a jab rhythm. So we're gonna yes, and I heard one some time ago, and it sounded pretty good.
Nice.
So we're gonna play his music. We're gonna play the other popular songs for St. Kitts Carnival as well. There's gonna be a nice mixture of Grenadian jab, Kittian jab, Kittian regular soca.
Okay.
So it should be a nice mixture.
Nice.
Yeah.
So once again, where can persons contact you if they want to register? Because I do not want them to miss the opportunity to be part of the Black Troop.
So they can contact me, Leon Bullen, at 763 4971. 763-4971. Or they can email me at leonbullen, LEONBULLEN, @yahoo.com.
I gotta say, your name kind of gives the ring of the horn, so I love it, how everything works together.
Indeed.
I don't think anybody will forget that. Well, thank you so much, Leon, for coming and talking with us all about Jab. It sounds very engaging and interesting, and can't wait to see you guys on the road.
Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you. And by the way, I think I said we'll be introducing the charcoal this year. So it's not just the oil, but we'll be introducing the charcoal mixed with baby oil. It forms a nice paste.
It's cleaner. It's
cleaner. It's good for your skin. So for those who are squeamish about the oil, because this is oil we're talking about.
Oil.
You have to play to understand. When you see it, you might want to run. But it's something that's been done in Grenada for over 50 years.
Yes.
Jab is uniquely Grenadian, in terms of the essence of it. So we want to soften it on persons who are interested in playing but don't want the oil on their skin. So we're going to introduce a charcoal mix with baby oil. It's something that's actually growing in Grenada as we speak.
Okay.
It's becoming more and more popular. So we also want to get on the bandwagon and introduce that too.
Keep the authenticity.
Keep the authenticity.
Love it.
Yep.
Thanks once again. It was indeed our pleasure. Do come again next year when you and let us know how small this troop was this year, which I doubt it will be. Yeah.
I will let you know. I'll keep you updated on our progress.
And enjoy and play safe and don't drink too much.
Of course, of course.
More on Good Morning SKN. Stay tuned.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Get gifting now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first.
An exotic experience.
Good morning. This is Karen of Paris and support from Paris, Vermont. And we want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Get gifting now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first.
Caribana's Christmas sale. Time to shop for your household essentials? Need a new lamp? No problem. Curtains? No need to worry. Rug? On the list too. Caribana's Christmas household sale, where family comes first.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cook today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me
Let
go!
go what? Yeah, let's see what really happened. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
The weekend mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango.
Good morning SKN. Wagwan. Yo, this Bensley had coming to you live from Jamaica. You see it already. See me, I say Caribbean people stand up and I love this. This show is very important. You understand me? Yeah man, Studio 327. Bensley, it's a big up. See me I say, from the whole innocent crew. Yeah man, more love.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, our second giveaway of the day. Yes, I'm always excited. I wish I could be in on these giveaways, guys. Comes to you from Emerald, owned by Shalimar Williams. Shalimar, good morning and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys today.
Oh, our pleasure having you. So tell us, when did you launch the Emerald?
So I launched the Emerald back in March of last year, 2021. Okay. Yes, and so far it has been really great. I dived into this blindly, no market research, nothing. I just started making candles and it was well received.
You just started making candles?
All right, let's talk about the inspiration. Talk about the inspiration for the business. Why did you decide to be making candles?
Well, it's actually really funny. It's a really funny story. So my mom is who decided, during COVID, she wanted that extra income. And she decided, I'm going to start making candles. I was like, yes, that's a good idea. You should. And she went and she invested everything. And then 1 month passed. Mommy, where's the candles? 2 months passed. What happened to this candle business? Everything just there. So I was like, and at the time I was home as well.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? Give it to me and I'll try it and let's see. And that's how I started. And
let's see.
Yeah, and so literally, let's see.
Okay.
Well, we're seeing.
And we're seeing.
We are seeing and we're smelling because I smelled some before. I was asking you, how do you get peach and mint in a combination to smell that well? Man, out of this world. So it's hand-poured candles. So tell us about the variety that we have here today.
So what we have here today is just my Christmas collection. I have a wide variety. Right now on shelves, I have over 25 different fragrances available.
Just for Christmas?
No, in general.
Okay.
So what I have here is my Christmas collection. So you'll see different fragrances and gift packages. This I called my self-care kit. It has a candle, a bath salt, a soap, and a body scrub. So you can just relax yourself and still have that candle with your candle.
How much would something like this go for in case I want to make sure that somebody in my life is care of?
Yeah, so this package would cost you just $160 EC.
Mere $160.
Yeah. And then this one we have is a 3-piece set with assorted fragrances. This one would go for like $125.
Okay.
Right?
What are some of the fragrances that you have here, though?
They're all assorted. So this one we have black raspberry and vanilla.
Ooh.
We have peppermint and apricot.
Oh my God.
So it's 3 distinctly different fragrances.
You had me a blackberry and vanilla.
Yes.
And this gift set?
This gift set would go for $185.
Okay.
And it's the same. This one has a Christmas, 3 Christmas fragrances. You have the option to choose the fragrances you want in this.
In your box.
Yeah, in your box.
Is this the one that I can smell, or?
Yes, you can actually. You can.
Oh, Jamie, you gotta smell the peach and mint.
This is Cheers to 2023.
Cheers to 2023. Smell hot.
Okay.
Smell hot. I smelled that. Yeah. Cheers.
And you can actually,
Cheers. Yes, because the base is a champagne fragrance.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't want to put it down.
Trust me.
Just don't drink it.
You are forbidden to drink the candle. So Shalimar, tell us, what are some of your best sellers?
So, like you said, peaches and mint, that's one of my #1. I have here as well one called Seldamere. It's very salty, but it's actually very popular. Those two are really moving.
Seldamere.
Yes, salty.
Why does it sound like your name?
That's funny. That's the first time I've actually heard that. And it's true.
Seldamere.
Shalimar.
Yes, exactly. Ooh. And what are some of your best sellers?
The best sellers, yes, the Seldamere and the peaches and mint.
Okay, cool.
Now that you've talked to us a little bit about your Christmas line, I'm curious to know about the other lines.
The other
So tell
lines,
us
right.
about the scent.
So my regular lines will come in these black tins. So we have here the Volcano. This is actually very popular among men, guys.
Let's find out. Okay.
It's a very tropical, fruity, and floral.
Name to be popular among men, I would say Volcano, but in any event. Okay, yeah. It's quite fresh, actually. Yeah.
Can I get a whiff? I didn't smell the volcano because I thought volcano.
It's actually so fresh.
It's actually really good.
Yes, it is.
Wow. No lie. I didn't smell it because I thought volcano.
You thought volcano?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
You ought to know based on what you smelled before that if it comes to shower,
try another one. This is the peaches and mint.
Jamie,
this is a regular.
Jamie, you're gonna get that one.
Peaches and mint.
It's very fruity and fresh at the same
this is
time.
the one that the Cheers 2023 was good. Peaches and mint. Okay, this. What do I say here? It has this scent of sophistication. If sophistication had a scent, very exquisite. It's just, yeah. Or refined. Okay, that definitely. Love this. Love this,
and
mind
mint.
you.
Yeah, cherries is lovely.
Peaches and
mint is the knock out the park. So I see that.
And the third one from my regular bestsellers. This is Seldomir, as I've mentioned.
I must have known you were coming. I'm matching today.
He sure is. He sure is. Jamie, I need to smell too.
They're all good. Very different ways, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jamie,
I try to cater to everyone because everyone have a different scent profile. We all prefer different things. So you might like salty, but might like sweet.
This smells so manly, but it smells so good.
I'm sorry, you say that like smelling manly, surprisingly bad. I don't understand what's going on here.
I didn't imply anything, guys. I'm just saying it has a manly scent, but as a woman, you will melt for it, literally.
Well, hello. Goes to that. Somebody help me out here.
Jamie, calm down. Jamie. So I see you have other products including
this. Yes. So I also do the wax warmers.
Okay.
And it's also an oil burner. So this is actually becoming very, very popular now because what it does is you plug it in, you turn it on, and the heat from the light melts the wax or burn the oil, and it gives off fragrance. Why people love it is that they can now plug it in and you go about your business and you come back home. You don't have to worry about the flame of the candle, and you come home to a nice smelling home or office, whatever. Yeah.
How inexpensive is this?
And this is actually $95 EC, and you have it, and it comes with a complimentary wax melt.
Oh, nice.
And some disposable liners as well.
Oh,
yeah. So for easy,
so we have to line it before we put it.
You don't have to, but the liners are for easy cleanup. So you can just take the liner, throw it away, and put in a fresh batch of the wax in.
Oh.
I'm trying not to open your stuff.
You can open it.
It's like, you know.
And the oil that you mentioned before is this that also goes with the warmer.
Yes.
Oh, eucalyptus and spearmint. Oh, heaven.
Okay, this is very difficult. Give me some chat. Okay, we got it.
Because it's a fragrance, like it's beach sage
and mint.
So
yes, so this is very fresh.
Right.
Yeah, very, very fresh.
It is though. I don't know. I don't think. Do people have a difficult time leaving the store when they get
here? Yes, they do. When everyone comes by and they step through the door, it's like, you smell so good.
Oh my gosh, this smells edible. Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
And then we have the eucalyptus and spearmint. You cannot go wrong with eucalyptus.
That's what I'm saying. Oh heaven. I said oh heaven because I can imagine the smell.
You're gonna smell that. I'm gonna do this. This is not for us. This is for you people. You smell, I talk. So it's giveaway time.
Oh wow.
Thanks to Sean.
Oh.
Yes.
Here we go. So winner number one. All right, we're gonna go to the wheel. The first winner was the one of you.
Yeah.
Well, definitely was one of you. The first winner, we're at the wheel. So it's one of you who answered the call to comment on our giveaway post on Instagram at Studio327 and at Good Morning SKN. And let's see. Well, this is where I am now. Let's see who that person is.
Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Jamie, you have to take that one. I cannot speak that.
I'm gonna call it Zandre. It's Zandre. And that's how I'm gonna call it.
Okay.
TX Andre, all right?
Congratulations. Listen, your world, your sense of smell will be lit up. It smells that good. Wow. Ooh, winner number two comes from our Insta story. I'm still in my safe zone. Winner number two comes from our Insta story. The next winner is the first person who was able to name this Christmas movie correctly on our Instagram at Studio327 Inc. or at Good Morning SKN. So let's see. Just don't say what the movie is, right? Because, they have to name it first. Yeah.
But they named it already, didn't they?
But you never...
Right, so you asked them to type something. They were supposed to name this Christmas movie, and they did it. Oh, we're asking them to do it now?
No,
Can
they
you
didn't.
name it? Oh, you're asking me to do it.
So we can say it out loud?
The name isn't there yet, though, but you can say it out loud.
But I don't know. Shalimar, do you know?
Best Man Holiday?
What? Really?
Got it.
Where was I when this movie came out?
I saw it, so I remember.
Oh, okay.
I've never watched that.
You've never watched it? It was really
me
good.
neither. So
you gotta
I
watch Best Man first, and then you get it. I watched both.
No, well, it will be both of ours because I've never seen it either. It will be both of our ethnic cards.
Well, somebody did, and they answered correctly, and that person is called. Wow, I don't like.
hate Doritos.
I don't like you. Your name. But
I hate Doritos.
I hate Doritos is the name, right? The Instagram name. I hate Doritos.
I hate Doritos. We need to meet you in person. I hate Doritos. They don't like Doritos.
All right. So again, what did they win, Chalmer?
Okay, so our first winner wins this 3-piece set that we just spoke about. And second winner, cheers to 2023.
Cheers.
Definitely good. Chalmer, thank you so much for participating in our giveaways. One final moment for you to let everybody know how they can contact you, who you are.
Sure. So yes, I am on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook at the Emerald St. Kitts. You can message me or call via 869-767-4189.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming by, participating in our 12 Days of Christmas giveaways. Always great to see you, by the way.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure being here.
And I get to say to you, cheers to 2023.
Cheers to 2023.
Cheers.
All the best for the new year for you guys.
And all the best with your business, and continue to do well and keep the scents rolling, I should say, or smelling.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Back in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
It's that time of year again. Caravana Christmas sales, and you don't want to miss it. 20% off all bed and bath items from December 10th to December 24th. Don't wait. Shop now at Caravana, where family comes first.
Get gifted now with the newest arrivals in Caravana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caravana, where family comes first.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who can support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen?
Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Good morning, SKN and Studio 327. This is Tao Batiste, one of your biggest fans. Just you're doing a lot of things well. Keep on that trajectory. Greatness, greatness, greatness.
Good morning, SKN. Wagwan. Yo, this is Bensley coming to you live from Jamaica. You see it already, see me. So me I say Caribbean people stand up, I love this. This show is very important. You understand me? Yeah, man. Studio 327. Ben's Labs, a big up. So me I say, I'm the whole innocent crew. Yeah, man. More love.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Good morning. This is Karen of Paris and support from Paris Lamont. I want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
Representing for Good Morning SKN. We say good vibes, good energy, blessings and love. Voice rated.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Sugar Mass 51 GV Morning is just 1 week away, and here with us now is worse than Mr. World Wiggly. We know him as Mr. World, so we'll keep it there, right? To speak to us about the Small Axe, Juve, and Parade Day troops. Thank you for coming to Good Morning SKN.
Thank you, welcome.
I want to say most welcome.
All right, thank you so much. All right, let's start with the band. So the songs are released for this year. I'm going to name them, and you're going to tell us a little bit about them. First one, Kick Them Off the Wall. A little bit of violence here. No more whiskey. Let's talk about that. What are the songs about?
They kick them off the wall, actually, Small Axe Band, we are the band. When it comes to carnival, we are the band that set the standard. And no guys, they are wrong, they got other bands who think, well, then that they are up there. So we come to actually kick them off the wall, take them down.
So those are fighting words. Fighting melody, love it. And No More Whiskey?
That's one is much more a party, it's more like humor. That's a party song that could bring us like mileage. That's for the party. Don't get the pussy, no more whiskey. I mean, like, the daddy pussy, the pussy in the party, it comes to the party and you giving the pussy whiskey, hey, no.
No more whiskey.
We are not playing that. Do not play with the animal. Don't give the pussy, no more whiskey. So that's a caution right there.
That's a visual, and that's what I love about this time of year. Always a play on words. Love it, love it, love it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So the clown sections, right? 1,000 clowns. All right. So already have a clown suit. $150.
If you have your own clown suit, the traditional one, that's $150.
Okay.
If you want the American one, you could get it for $300. And we also have the traditional one that we made, they are real, fitted real nice, and what you will get that for $800. Plus, we also have the bar, food, drink, whistle, bag, everything. It's carnival.
Okay, so you're gonna get the full experience here. I gotta tell you, of these, I think my favorite would be the traditional clown suit because it speaks to us. I understand you've got the price ranges, but definitely that.
That's right.
What is the American clown suit? This is the first time I'm hearing of such.
Well, they have some clown suits, like in the circus. You go to the circus. So we imported those.
Okay, got you. Okay, understood.
But the traditional one, they were actually made here in St. Kitts.
In St. Kitts, yes. Okay.
So you will get the full caption, the full color, the spirit of carnival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely so.
Okay, so I see you also have evolution songs along with the Great Small Axe.
Of course, we are bringing everybody with us. We are bringing everybody on board. The DJs, the revelers, bringing everybody because it's not Small Axe Band alone. Carnival is for everybody. Remember, this is a big carnival. It's not a small carnival no more.
But you're right. It's listen, from the theme to everything that we've been talking about. Celebrate is 1 for Sugar Mass 51. We know it's going to be a grand time. Definitely so. All right. Let's talk quickly about the registration details. Well, even before that, let me ask you, why should people sign up with you?
We are the trendsetters. Small X Band. We are, we win the most road match ever. So we are the most appealing. So we think, well, then people should follow us, and they are following us. And then if they need to sign up, call Gregory 665-6748. Call 2V 665-7777. And much more. Check Evolution Sound on 4th Street.
Okay.
You could check them right there by the Dem Guys Bar. I think,
Dem Times?
Dem Times Bar.
Okay.
That's right. You check. And they have the packages there. And I'll be out on 4th Street also on Saturday. And it's going to be nice there.
So registration at Dem Times, and then when you come out on Saturday.
On Saturday, that's right.
Okay. Just want to make sure. So I see Juve Warriors. Tell us about that.
The Juve Warriors, with Shiggity Shack, Small X Band, that's a traditional thing. It starts all the way up by ECCB. I don't know if that is going to be changing for this year, but look out for Small X Band. You sign up, you have the t-shirts, the whistle, the food, and it's going to be mass because on that morning we are going to take the road, and we are taking the road match. I'm telling you, we are going to take the road match.
Kick them off the wall. Exactly. I'm feeling you. All right, so the packages for Juve Warriors, the t-shirt is only $120. T-shirt, $120 for Juve Warriors.
That's right, yeah.
The tank top, same price.
Same price, right.
These seem really affordable, I gotta say. The bat suit still $150.
Well, I must tell you though that they're almost finished.
Really?
Yeah. So
all sections, t-shirts,
almost finished.
Wow.
So they're going to be a rush. So they need to go and get those now.
Everybody wants to be with Small X Boy.
Everybody wants to be a part of Carnival 51 because this one,
Yeah, we missed 50. Yeah, we couldn't celebrate big.
Can you give some numbers for us in terms of capacity? You say they're almost finished. How many?
Well, we are looking over 2,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a lot of people, and they keep asking for more because this carnival is going to be big. A lot of people who migrate, they are back here, and they're on the street. They're looking for something to do. Everybody want to be a part of Carnival 51.
Nice.
And they want to be with Small X Band, I must tell you. And we are bringing a sound that nobody in St. Kitts ever hear.
Listen, the competition is stiff. Well, according to you, there's none. Kicking them off the wall. Listening to some of the others, it's like, we're gonna be rattling with some disasters of some sort. So competition is gonna be really stiff.
It's gonna be, let's say, friendly dangerous.
Ooh,
never heard it put like that.
I know. Sound friendly dangerous on the streets. You gotta hold your chest because it's gonna be ding dong back and on the road bus there. Yeah, it's never gonna be the same. Yep.
Gotta ask you, because you seem so intense talking about this. What was the preparation like going into it? What was the mindset like?
The mindset is about your marketing your own self. And to market your own self, you must be confident in what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so we put in something together to showcase our own self. Small X Band, showcase St. Kitts, that St. Kitts is on the map. And to put us on the map, there goes Small X Band to show them that musically we're going to keep them off the ball. Yep.
Tell you, cannot wait.
I know.
These are fighting words. The lyrics are going to do their own thing.
Indeed. I want to know, is this the first time Small X Band would have put together a Juve troupe and a clown troupe, or this is something that the band normally does?
We normally do like the Juve.
Okay.
But we normally do like the parade, like playing for other people.
Yes.
But this year that we came up with something like much more innovative.
Okay.
Bring back the traditional stuff like the clown that seems to get lost a little bit.
Yes.
I wouldn't say extinct, but they're almost there. So we are now trying to bring them back, and in doing so, I think that's very appealing. That people just buying into it and tapping into it.
Do you know
1,000 clowns.
But that's
and it seems as if that it's surpassing that.
Wow.
Do you know if you're getting some of the younger people from the population to join in with the clowns?
Of course, yeah. I mean, like that, you're looking at the kids, they're asking their mom, they want to be a part of it. You know, we start promoting it very, very early, and people are tapping into it, which I think is a great idea. It came up by Greg with the management.
Okay.
The manager actually, you know, and he said, oh, I think I say, you know, we could go along with this. 1,000 clowns, everybody said, well, come up with this brilliant idea.
It is brilliant.
Indeed.
Yeah, so.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Before I let you go, definitely, this is not the last thing we're going to talk about, but I want to highlight some of the things that the package includes. So the visor, the beads, the part that gets me is the unlimited drinks.
Of course. plenty of drinks, whistle, you know, bandanas, you know, food, and
Pre-party before
yes,
the party.
Of course, yeah. Pre-party before the party.
So
yes.
what is this pre-party going to be like?
Well, actually, we are not going to like having any whiskey because we don't want to.
More whiskey? No.
So for the party, no whiskey in the party?
No whiskey. But we are we are going to be having beverages.
No beverages,
you know,
okay,
of different sort of way. But hey, who knows? Some whiskey may just pop up.
Never know.
If you see any whiskey in the troop, you need to blow the whistle.
Oh my
man. And the
God.
registration details, same as you gave before?
Yeah.
Okay, so again, just in case anybody just tuned in, give those registration details to them for me.
You call Gregory 665-6748. You can call Lomax also 2V665-7777. Lucky numbers sound so.
Oh.
Hey, you're good.
And what about the package pickups at them times and on Saturday with you?
Saturday I'll be there. You could call Gregory and everybody 2V in Old Road.
Okay.
But for sure, everybody would be a part of Sugar Mass 51. Smallest band gonna give you what you want. We're gonna whet your appetite, keep it there because Sugar Mass is here and here to stay. Yep.
Mr. World, you're selling Sugar Mass, you're selling small. Wow.
We really celebrating as one. Although some of us are going to get kicked off the wall.
Speak for yourself. It depends on which side you're on.
This song actually, like, it's like they creep up.
Watch it creep up.
This song is like they creep up. You know, on the radio, on the station, like, you know, like in minutes. But when that big sound comes through and you hear whooping, kick them off the wall, kick them like that. You understand? Yeah, right. It's going to be a lot of mass in Boston City.
Nice.
It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be normal.
The energy.
Yep.
I know. I don't really go into town for these things, but now I want to go because, oh my gosh, they just have me.
Yeah. It's going to be real. That, you know, like real time. You're going to be looking and saying, wait, this is St. Kitts. This can't be St. Kitts. It's going to be like a cruise ship coming up 4th Street. A cruise ship coming up 4th Street. This again, it's going to be like a cruise ship coming up 4th Street, Small Axe Bank.
Wow.
Telling you.
That's a wave, huh?
Look out. Yeah, look out for the boat.
That's a different kind of tsunami, so I don't know what kind of disasters we have. Is the tsunami going to bring the cruise ship up 4th Street or what? I'm asking. I'm just joking around with you.
Well, some waves.
Some waves. The ship will be cruising on the sound waves. Nice.
You know, you're talking about actually that we're in a studio, so you're supposed to know about sound waves. All right. Why it's shimmering?
All I know is this carnival is going to be tight.
It's going to be good,
tight.
yes.
A lot of competition in the air, and that means more fun for everybody all the way around. So we're celebrating as one for Sugar Mass 51, Mr. World. Thank you so much for coming and joining us.
It's a pleasure, man.
Man, the pleasure is ours.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we're going to end the show with you today. We want to thank you guys for joining us on this edition of Good Morning SKN, reminding you to follow us on our social media platforms at Studio 327 Inc. on YouTube and Facebook, and at Good Morning SKN on Instagram, and Studio 327 Inc. on Instagram as well. So we have those handles. Great. Now, this is where we leave you. Reminder to check our website at www.studio327inc.com to learn more about Good Morning SKN and Studio 327.
Yeah, and leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. And see you tomorrow on Whiskermas Wednesday, Carnival Wednesday, yes, at 8 a.m. when you will start your morning with us right here on Good Morning SKN as we continue to celebrate Sugar Mass 51 as the one, and as we continue our giveaway. So remember, you have to join us to be part of it. Have a great day, guys, and thanks for watching.